There's a lot of debate about whether AI tools like ChatGPT can truly help us with Excel tasks. Some love it, and others find it to be inaccurate and inefficient. So in this video, I'll share my perspective and demonstrate how ChatGPT can help us automate Excel. I'll also share my 3-part prompting framework to minimize errors and save time. So let's dive in. So in this example, I have this Excel workbook, and it contains these query sheets that each have tables on them. And I want to be able to select all of the sheets with these queries, there's 15 of them in total, and export each of the sheets to a CSV file so I can then upload it to a system. And I'm going to use ChatGPT to help us write a macro that will do all this work for us. So we're here in ChatGPT. Now, since this is generative AI, ChatGPT is going to give us a different answer every time we ask it a question. And this can be a bit problematic with coding and also with teaching you how to use ChatGPT. So in order to teach this, I'm going to show you prompts that I've already asked it and the answers that I've received. So here is my original prompt where I said I would like to get your help creating a VBA macro for Excel that exports each selected sheet as a CSV file. Now we can improve this prompt, and later in this video, I'm going to show you my framework for prompts and a way to improve it. But as you can see, ChatGPT gave us an answer here. And if we scroll down, we can see the VBA macro that it has created that we can copy into Excel. So I'll go ahead and hit the copy button here. We'll jump back over to Excel, and we're going to jump into the VB editor. We can go to the Developer tab and hit the Visual Basic button. Keyboard shortcut is Alt F11. And we're here within this workbook. And we can just select the workbook, go to Insert, and choose Module. Keyboard shortcut is Alt-IM. That will give us a new code module. And right here, we can just go ahead and paste the code. Now, there are two things I recommend doing before running the macro. The first thing is to read through the code. ChatGPT does a great job of commenting the code. You can see that with these green lines here. These are comments that just explain the block of code below it. So read through all of this code and make sure it makes sense to you based on your original prompt and your knowledge of VBA. And of course, I recommend that you do have knowledge of VBA, and I'll talk more about that later in the video. The second thing I recommend doing is saving a copy of your file. So here we can just hit the Save button, and then one easy way to do this is jump to the folder that contains the file. I'm just going to select it, hit Control-C and Control-V, and that'll make a backup copy. And this is always good to do when running macros, especially ones that you've copied from the internet, because macros can make changes to your file that you won't be able to undo. Next, we can go ahead and test out the macro. I'm first going to jump back to Excel and make sure we have multiple sheets selected. So we have these 3 sheets selected. Then I'll jump back to the VB editor, Alt F11. And we can just click anywhere inside the macro here and then hit the Run button. Keyboard shortcut is F5. And when we run that, it's first going to prompt us for the folder that we want to export to or save the files to. I'll just select that one, hit OK. And then we get an error. And this can be common with macros that you get from ChatGPT. So let me give you a few tips on how to fix this. First thing is we get a runtime error 1004. It says you cannot copy or move group of sheets that contain a table. The first thing you can do is hit debug. And this is going to highlight the line where the error is raised. So this ws.copy line is the line that the error occurs on. So I like to give ChatGPT that message, and I also like to give it the error message. Now you can type that into ChatGPT, or one little shortcut here. If you go to the immediate window, if you don't see the immediate window, keyboard shortcut is Control-G or View tab immediate window. Down here, I'm just going to type a question mark and then ERR for error, and then the description. You can tab into that, hit enter, and that's going to give us the description that we can now copy and paste into ChatGPT. So I went back to ChatGPT and told it I'm getting a runtime error 1004 on the WS copy line, and then pasted in that error description. And I asked what might be causing this error. Forgot the question mark there, but that is a question. And it came back with a solution, which was to convert the tables into a normal range. And then it gave the code for that. Now, I definitely do not want to do this. If we quickly jump back to the Excel file, these are outputs from a Power Query query. And I do not want to convert these to a normal range because then I'd lose the query and it would kind of break my process. So of course you can go back to ChatGPT and tell it that, or you can just rerun the prompt. And you can do that by hitting this button here and then scroll down. I should also mention that I'm using GPT 4.0. which is included on the free plan of ChatGPT currently, and you can just click this try again button. I do have a plus subscription, but I'm using 4.0 for this video because that's most accessible to everyone. And I did make several attempts to try and fix this error. In this conversation here, I came up with a different solution, which is to copy the sheet's contents instead of the entire sheet. That also could potentially work, but it ran into an error on this line here with the type name selection. I don't believe type name can return sheets as a option there, so that would need to be fixed. I also tried to use the search the web functionality here, or this feature, and again, still getting an error with that WS copy method. I just want to take a quick pause and say that if you're new to our channel, welcome to Excel Campus. My name is John Acampora, and I've been developing Excel and VBA solutions for over 15 years. If you're interested in learning more about automating Excel with VBA, Power Query, or other tools, then check out my free training webinar called the Modern Excel Blueprint. I help reduce the overwhelm by showing you which tools to use and how to save a ton of time with your everyday Excel tasks. I'll put a link in the description where you can learn more and join us. Now, one other tip when you run into errors, I asked it this question, which is what else could be causing this error? And it came up with a list of 7 different things that could be causing the error, protected sheets, and all of these different options. And then at the bottom of this, it actually rewrote a macro with all of these different fixes in the macro. Unfortunately, it still didn't fix the error, but in some scenarios, this can be a great way to understand what could be causing the error if the initial solution doesn't work. So I'm back here in the VB editor looking at that original macro, and it turns out the solution here is to just select the sheet first before copying it. So here I'm just going to insert a new line. I'm going to do ws.select, and this will select a single sheet before doing the copy. And again, this is caused by some weird behavior with Excel and Excel tables where you can't just copy a sheet when you have multiple sheets with tables selected. And I should note that I'm pulling this solution from my own experience in the past. I've actually written macros in the past that solve for this. However, I haven't posted those on the internet yet. And I guess none of my fellow bloggers or YouTubers haven't either because ChatGPT doesn't have this knowledge yet. So now we can go ahead and run this macro. I've already selected a few sheets back in the workbook, and we'll just hit the run button. That's going to prompt us again for the export folder. We'll hit OK. You can see it starting to work there, and we have 3 sheets exported. We'll jump over to that folder, and we can see those 3 files right here, and here's the CSV file. So I'm now going to explain how to write a better prompt with my ODA Prompting Framework. So here's what I consider a better or more thorough prompt. I'm going to explain how to write this. So the O in ODA stands for overview. At the top here, I'm giving a brief explanation of the task or problem to help establish context. The D stands for details, and here we want to give as much detail as possible about how the task should be solved. And we can even use step-by-step instructions to just prevent assumptions or misunderstandings. And then the A stands for ask questions. So here we can just simply ask, do you have any questions about this task? Or are there any potential problems that I might encounter with this task? And I'll put a link in the description where you can download a PDF with this framework. So here's the prompt in ChatGPT, and it came back with some great clarifying questions about the macro. Now, one annoyance here is that you have to type out all of these answers. I wish ChatGPT had some kind of input form here or multiple choice or something to make this process easier. But one tip I have for you is it asks a lot of should questions, and you can just copy this. So in this case here, where it's asking this question, I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to go down here, and I've already input this line, so I'm going to hit Shift-Enter to add a new line. I'm going to paste that right here, and then I'm just going to move the should. So I'm going to just select should. I'm going to just drag it over before B, and then now this answers the questions. It says the CSV file should be named after the sheet name. This doesn't work for every single question, but as you can see, there are a lot of should questions. So here are all of my answers to those questions. And of course, ChatGPT came back and rewrote the macro for us. And it even added this function down here at the bottom to replace any invalid characters in the file name that might be in the sheet name. This is nice and something I really didn't think of when I started out with this macro. Now, it still has an issue on the ws.copy line up here, but I just went ahead and fixed that manually to get this macro to work. Now, you might be thinking that we went through a lot of iterations here just to get this macro to work, and you're absolutely correct. But the advantage of ChatGPT here is that we didn't have to write the entire macro. It would take a long time to write out all of this code, assuming we knew all of this code, and we'd likely have to do several Google searches in the process to try and figure out some pieces of this. And with coding comes a lot of trial and error, and ChatGPT really helps us accelerate that process to help us fail faster so we can get working results quickly. So tools like ChatGPT can definitely help us automate Excel. Microsoft has named it Copilot, and that's how I like to think about it. It's a fantastic assistant that can help us get our job done faster. But I do believe that we need to have the knowledge of the tools within Excel, like VBA, to get the most out of it. Otherwise, you're likely going to get frustrated and give up, or create solutions that won't give you the best results. We do have in-depth training on VBA here at Excel Campus, and I'll put links in the description to those resources. Now, I'm curious to know how you're using these AI tools to automate your work, so leave a comment below and let us know. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, and if you want to learn other ways to automate Excel, then check out this video next. Thanks again for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.